वह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में ये अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है, वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी। ये एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और सातवें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on this exciting series of Bharat Franchisee Show. This is our 17th edition, specially curated for ambitious investor on this new year. This year, you can start your Naya Saal with Naya business by discovering a carefully selected range of iconic and profitable brands, actively seeking franchisee partners in India with a proven track record of success. These brands are committed to providing extensive support and guidance to empower you in your entrepreneurial journey. In our today's webinar, I'm going to introduce you the category we all love and think first whenever we plan to start any business. In our today's webinar, we are sharing opportunities with food industry. The food and beverages industry in India is becoming more and more profitable. It makes up around 3% of India's GDP and nearly 2 by 3 of the country's whole retail market. So without taking much time, let me just run you through with the Q&A process. If you have any questions during the webinar, please type your questions into the Q&A window. We will take up all your questions post our presentation. We are going to introduce you with 4 F&B brands in today's webinar. We keep seeing some of you raising your hand into the webinar. I would request you to please write your questions into the Q&A box instead of raising your hand so that we can understand your questions and we can answer all your queries. So with this, I would like to introduce you with our first brand. Our first brand is 90 Degrees. 90 Degrees is a brand that serves delicious cakes and other bakery products all over Mumbai and Pune. The USP lies in the fact that they can customize any type of cakes as per the need of their customers. We do have Mr. Rahul Sharma leading this brand in Indian market to expand and provide franchisees. I would like to request Rahul to brief about the brand opportunities available in Indian market to our participants who are watching them live today. Over to you, Rahul.
Thank you, Neha, for inviting me, and good evening, everyone who joined from various platforms because this Bharat Franchise Show is live on Facebook, YouTube, and as well as through Zoom. So, I want to just, before giving the brand information, I want to just share one thing. If you want to just start something, especially in F&B business, you always think 3 points. The first, what is the brand USP? The second most important, what support they are giving to you once you will become a partner. Because every franchisee which is coming, they have a one thought process, ki how they will support me. They will support me the location part, they will support me in the supply chain. If any product which is maybe an expire or going to an expire, how they can manage the supply chain. And the third most important thing, any credit note policy, because in FNB, if someone would say ki credit note policy in FNB, I say yes, definitely. because 90 degrees providing a such opportunity to you. So now coming back to the brand. So 90 degree is a cafe, or we can say as a bakery chain. It is started in 2017 and currently they are running a 63 store in Mumbai and Pune. What is the aim to start this business? Because there's a lot of bakery chains are available in Indian market. But what they are doing, the most important thing, they are buying some product from the other vendor and they are just using their own logo. So 90-degree change the thought process. They have created a manufacturing hub. From there, they are supplying all the raw material to the sub-franchisees. The second most important thing, the supply chain, which is the most important part in F&B business. The daily supply chain is managed by the 90-degree. And if I considering about the products, we have a more than 250 varieties or 250 SKUs. And when I consider as a category, we have a 6 different category. Because if you go to any bakery chain, so what they will provide? They will provide cakes, mostly and other they will give you any cookies. But in our 90-degree, the most important is the cake, bakery, ice creams, sweets, namkeen, chocolate. All are 100% veg and all are manufactured in our manufacturing unit, which is present in Mumbai and Pune. So currently, if I say 90-degree, what they want to do, they are looking an expansion across pan India. We are open for across pan India. We are ready to give a city manufacturing right. And when someone want to take a city manufacturing right, we are always support them in terms of how the units are made under them. So for that, Franchise India, Business Tech Solutions, even 90-degree teams are working with you. In terms of the manufacturing, we can help you in the how the manufacturing setup. So in that case, the 90-degree team is involved with you. We are also open for a unit franchisee for Mumbai and Pune. When I said Mumbai and Pune, because currently we are running a 42 store in Mumbai, and in Pune we are running 13 store. So we are open for Mumbai and Pune again because this is the biggest market. If you know any brand Mojini's, in Mumbai the Mojini's have more than 200 bakery chain. So we have the same competition. The thing is that, but we are a pure veg. All the things are manufactured by us. So, what is our in terms of the menu? When I said, so we have a varieties of products. So, if it start from cakes, now in cakes we have a different category. When I said a pastries, we have a 10 different categories of the pastries. When I said a savior, so we have a burger, we have a pastries. All are manufactured from our manufacturing unit, which is present in Mumbai and Pune. Then we have an ice cream, which is again manufactured by a 90-degree. Then we have a namkeen that is again manufactured by 90. We are not buying any product from an outside. We are not doing any labeling product. And the sweet. So if you consider, take an example, when there is in Maharashtra, there will be a Ganpati. So we can use a little bit varieties of modak. So we can also do this thing, what you call as a gift hamper. So if someone is coming and someone is taking the franchisee of 90-degree, I can assure you, your ROI in 15 to 18 months. We are keeping a 5 year of an agreement. In a 5 year, every 5 year, we are doing a renewal of an agreement. And the most important point, we are not charging any royalty. So in F&B business, I said there's a 3 point. The first point is the location, hiring, training. So 90-degree is supporting in all the 3 aspects. When I said all the 3 aspects, if you are to become my franchisee partner, I will support you in the location part. I will support you in the hiring part. I will support you in the training part. The second most important thing, we are giving a highest margin in this category of the business. If you consider my margin, we are giving a 33% of margin. Other brands are giving 20 to 22% of the margin. The third most important thing, because if any want to do a business, they always think that कि यार ये मेरा business है, मैं brand को royalty क्यों दूं जब मैं ही run कर रहा हूं, because the franchisee own franchisee operated. At the end of the day, brand का तो नाम improve हो रहा है, तो why I will give a royalty? So we are not charging any royalty from the franchisee. So this is the another most important USP in this 90-degree. If I want to start my brand, I can say, yeah, I want to give a royalty to 90-degree. I say, no, you are not. I am not interested to take any royalty because you are a part of my family member. Our thought process are most clear. Ki we want to grow together. Now, in terms of the marketing, so we will take care of the local store marketing also as well as the national marketing. So if someone wants to start their store, at the time of launch activity, the 90-degree team will be available who will do the initial launch activity. Then when I said once the operation is started, then there's a lot of brands are there. वो बोलते हैं यार आपको marketing खुद करनी है. I am not interested for that marketing. Here 90-degree play an important role in terms of the marketing and the other case. Now, if I considering all these aspect कि यार ये लोकेशन भी सपोर्ट कर रहा है, मार्केटिंग भी कर रहा है, नो रॉयल्टी ले रहा है, तो इसका इन्वेस्टमेंट तो बहुत ज्यादा होगा. इससे नो, दिस इज नॉट अ बिगेस्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट. Our investment is very low. We are keeping an investment of 10 to 12 lakh rupees, out of which 2 lakh rupees is the franchisee fees that is valid for a 5 year. Every 5 year is a renewal of an agreement. Then we are charging a 2 lakh rupees as a what we call as a security deposit, which is 100% refundable at the time of exit. So that is the reason we are keeping a 5 days credit note policy. इसमें क्या होता है 5 days credit note policy? The meaning of that sentence, पहले आप बिजनेस करो, आप पहले अपने पास पैसे रखो, 6th day ब्रांड आपसे रॉयल्टी मांग रहा है. So take an example, in a first 5 days, if I am doing a 10 lakh rupees of the sale, the brand को आपको क्या देना है, 33% काट के आपको 6 day में देना है. तो that is the most important. आपको पहले दिन 5 लाख का सामान लेना है, 2 lakh का सामान लेना है, you can take it. The brand is supporting, just you are paying only 2 lakh rupees, and the security deposit is refundable at the time of exit. Now the investment will be around 5 to 8 lakh rupees depending upon area. If you want to open a 200 square feet, then the investment will be coming around 10 lakh rupees. If you want to open a standalone outlet where the space will be 300 to 400, then the investment will be around 12 to 14 lakh. Apart from this product, which will be supplied by the 90 degree, there is another product which is called as an accessories, because it's a cake and bakery. So you have a birthday accessories, which is 100% margin on you. If you buy any candle from the local market, the cost will be 10 rupees, but you are selling at 100 rupees. 100% margin is yours because you are not charging any royalty. This is the other specialty of this 90 degree, because if you go to any cake shop or any bakery shop, तो वो क्या होता है, केक के साथ वो अपने बर्थडे आइटम्स और बर्थडे एक्सेसरीज रखते हैं. तो वी आर आल्सो कीपिंग द सेम थिंग. So that our franchisee who is working with us, and that is the reason our stores are profitable in 15 to 18 months. We have stores which is, if I consider out of 63 store, I have a 40 store which is more than 2 year or 3 year in our system. The rest, we have a new store which is coming, and I'm thankful for the franchising and the business ex team who is supporting us and helping us to make the new franchisee in a various part of the country. So that is the reason. If you want to just start something, so I will always suggest ki what support the brand is providing. You will always think they will take care of your location part, the site visibility, the setup cost, of project management, which can say the operational, the supply chain. If you are not paying any royalty to them, I would suggest ki you can take a 90 degree as the first preference, because in an investment of 10 to 12 lakh rupees, if you're getting all this support, I would suggest ki I have to take this, because everyone want to start something new. In 10 to 12 lakh rupees is a very nominal, and that is the reason if any franchisee who is coming with us, so he can make a money in 15 to 18 months. And our agreement period is 5 year. Every 5 years is a renewal of an agreement, and we are not charging any royalty to them. So 5 day credit note policy, we are using it. 100% veg product, 100% veg. All products again are manufactured in our manufacturing unit, because Mumbai and Pune, we are open for a unit franchise in Mumbai and Pune, but for the other cities, we are ready to give as a manufacturing right. If someone wants to open in Kolkata, someone wants to start in maybe Delhi, Bangalore, Chennai, so we are ready to support in this way. So thank you, Neha, for giving an opportunity for sharing the 90 degree brand information.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rahul. Thanks a lot for the lovely brief. And I'm sure the brand detail which you have shared with our participants are very much understood. I can see some questions in our Q&A box. Guys, we are starting the Q&A process for our first brand. So if you have any query, please type into the Q&A box. I could see some of you raising your hand. But I would request you to please, instead of raising your hand, because this is not the right platform to raise your hand, because we are not supposed to allow you to come as a speaker. So I would request you to please write your question into the Q&A box. We will take up your question and we will answer your queries. So Mr. Abhinav Gupta is asking, what is the franchise fee? I think you have covered this point, but he would like to know if you can just repeat it. Franchise fee, ROI. Yeah.
So our franchisee fees is 2 lakh rupees, which is a non-refundable component, and 2 lakh rupees is the security deposit, which is refundable at the time of exit. If I discuss about the ROI, our ROI is 15 to 18 months. I'm practically, because we are getting less than 15 months, but I always suggest 15 to 18 months is our ROI period. And 33% is our gross margin.
All right. I think it is very well explained. There is one more question being asked. What's the profit sharing and business model? He's looking for a second tier city like
So
Patna.
we are open for tier 2 cities and tier 3 cities. I said in Patna, we are ready to give as a manufacturing rights. When I am giving a manufacturing, and I also am committing the how many units are made in 5 years. That is the responsibility of the brand and the other uh, consultant who are working with them. So for a Patta or any part of the city, we are open for a manufacturing rights. So first the manufacturing right will come. So the manufacturing right partner will open a one store. For that, we are not charging anything of franchisee fees. Then there will be a revenue sharing to them. So because they will behave like a brand. So as in terms of the brand, they will get some royalty of maybe 50 to 70%, whatever the product they are supplying to the sub franchisees.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Okay, one more question is there, I think, which is a wonderful question. What is the cost of item? Like price list, if you can
Yeah.
just give a
Now
ticket
I can just
size.
tell you the price because if I consider a price, we are giving a very lowest price and we are believing on the quality. I can tell you one thing: if you are present in Mumbai and Pune, you can go to any store of 90 degree. And the 1 kg cake, especially a cheesecake, if you compare to Mojris pay at 800 rupees, we are giving only 600 and 700. Because we are the manufacturers, we are making our own product. That is the reason we know what is the margin we have. Our thought process is very much clear. We want to cater a mass people. We are not interested to create a price of 1,000 and 1,200 where only selected people would present in our store. So for an average, if you consider various cake and bakery, our average price for 1 kg is 600. For the other brand, it's a 800 or 900 rupees per kg.
All right, perfect. Okay, Mr. Mukherjee is asked, what is the business model?
So basically, it's a franchisee on franchisee operated, but I say it is not a franchisee on franchisee operated because we are not charging any royalty to you. Even the brand will be supportive. The supply chain is from the brand side, 100% daily. They have to supply the raw material to your store. The company will be take care of day-to-day operation, which is the most important part in F&B business. If any product is not sellable or it is going to expire, it is 100% returnable policy to the brand. So you will not worried about the products. If I have my product which is not sellable, who will take care of that activity? That is taken care by me. So brand will take care of that activity. There is a 5-day credit note policy in India, especially in F&B business. Not a single brand. If you talked about an international brand, local brand, or any startup brand, no one is giving any credit note policy. They will think that यार आज मेरा business हुआ तो कल होगा नहीं होगा. We are very keen because we know about the product. So 5-day credit note policy. 6th day I will मतलब ask you my commission. So on 6th day I will ask you what is the sale. ये मेरा दे दो आप. तो पहले आप business करो, बाद में मैं आपसे लूंगा.
Great, I think it's just wonderful concept altogether. One last question, which I would want to take up now. Smriti is asked, can you compare this with Karachi Bakery?
So yeah, definitely. If I consider because Karachi Bakery is one of the topmost player, but they are not in the cake section. They are in the basically a bakery section. If someone would compare the because आप समझो किसी को तो benchmark आपको create करना है when you comparing something else. So if I consider cake and bakery, the 90 degrees is the topmost. If you consider as a cake section, 90 degrees is the topmost. When you consider as a bakery section, so I can say ki whatever the products we are delivering, they are giving a highest competition to the Karachi bakery. Even the price of my product is almost 50% less as compared to Karachi bakery. So that is the reason my ROI in 15 to 18 months. If you want to start a Karachi bakery, you have to invest in such a business 40 to 50 lakh rupees. For cake and bakery, if you are investing 40 to 50 lakh rupees, I say it is not a good suggestion from us.
All right. One last question I would want to take up. What is the scale and cost of setting up a manufacturing unit in Bangalore?
So I can just give you a little bit, Neha. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3 city. Tier 1, the cost for manufacturing will be coming around 60 to 80 lakh rupees. That including the security deposit, the machine setup, even the franchisee fees. For Tier 2, it will be coming around 50 to 65 lakh rupees. And for the Tier 3 cities will be around 30 to 50 lakh rupees. But whatever the this manufacturing units are there, we have to work for a 5 year, and whatever the commitment we are giving in terms of the units, that 100% will be created by us. So when I said an us, it means from a 90 degree from the manufacturing franchisee partner and lot of consultant who are working with them.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much, Rahul. Thanks a lot for coming and joining us today and giving so much information related to your brand. So thanks a lot. I wish you all the good luck, and I'm sure there's a potential in your brand. Guys, I'm sure the brand detail which Rahul has shared with you are going to benefit you. And we try to answer most of your queries, but again, we can have a one-to-one discussion for further communication. Thanks a lot, Rahul.
Thank you so much.
So, thank you. Moving forward to our next brand for the day, since we're talking about F&B, our next brand is Kitli Chai Pe Hai, as chai plays very important role in our life. So, Jeevraj 9 Tea Group takes tea lovers into a soothing and refreshing world for more than 8 decades now. Their vision is to blend our Indian culture, quirkiness rich in values, and morals with an ambience to deliver an unforgettable experience. Today we have with us Mr. Vineet, brand representative from Kitli Chai Pe Hai with us to share more details about the brand and the business opportunities they are going to offer to our people in India. So I would like to welcome you, Mr. Vineet, on this panel, and I would want to request you to please share the business opportunities you have to share with our people here on this platform today. Over to you, Mr. Vineet.
Thank you, Neha. Hi, everyone. This is Vinith from Kitli. Just talking basically about chai. Chai is something which is essential part with everyone. Okay. So I'll start up the presentation with that basic thing only. Okay. When we say chai, okay, chai is one basic thing which we take it up from the start of the morning. Okay. And it goes down in the whole day, sometimes 5 times. There are many people who take it 10 times. Okay. So there is no specific ratio behind that, how many times people have tea. Okay. We are backed up by our parent company, Jivraj 9 Tea Group. Okay. So we are there in the industry since last more than 80 years. Okay. And we are doing a wonderful business of around about 2,500 million. Okay. Which is an annual revenue. Okay. And coming from that big background, okay, we thought why not come into the retail section directly and give a good cup of tea to people. Okay, when we say tea, basically in the market it's just that small kind of a cooler tea or any basic tea which comes up at a shop which is not that hygienic. Okay, so a good tea is not being delivered to the customer. Okay, so we thought up with the process to give a wonderful tea at a wonderful pricing. Okay, again, pricing is a very essential part in the local market. When we say India, okay, India is again a very price sensitive market. So we have options starting just from 10 rupees, which is for a basic tea. The pricing for food is again that economical. We go the maximum to 110 rupees. Okay, so having that small basic price constraint and giving that wonderful product is what we wanted to deliver. Okay. Again, talking a little about us. Okay, we have done very nice in the industry. Okay, since 2020 we thought about coming up with the model Kitli, and we started the Kitli store in our base city, which is Surat. Okay, and that's how we just started up. For Kitli, we have done a very wonderful R&D for the products. Okay, so created a very wonderful menu. Okay, we have given all the different kind of options which is in hot and cold. Okay, and that is how we have taken the things ahead. It was just a passion about us to give a wonderful tea, so that's how we created the whole plan. Again, I'll say that talking about the whole business, when we say anything, it's all about numbers. Mathematics is one thing which everyone wants to love. Okay, so the annual amount of consumption or the sales of the tea is a good 600 billion. Okay, and this number itself is very wonderful. Okay, 590 million people are there by the year 2030. Okay, and the age group is around about 58%, which is 24 to 55. Okay, so the customer base is also very wonderful. Okay, so whenever we say any industry, okay, I love F&B industry for that specific reason that yeah, either it be the good times or the bad times, F&B has survived very nicely and given almost everything. We talk about the bad times about COVID, that also a delivery model was there. Okay, we talk about the times when it was demonetization. That time we went into the pocket currency instead. We went to the plastic currency. Okay, so we took QR payments. We took different other alternatives, and that's how we did it a very nice way. Okay, And we can proudly say tea is the national drink of India. Okay. So the second most consumed beverage on the whole planet, okay, is definitely tea. The first tends to be water. So water is one thing which everyone wants, and the second thing what everyone likes is tea. Uh, Again, a very nice market, 1,800 crore market for a specific cafe sector, okay, which is both shared by coffee and tea, okay. This is the whole scenario of the market, okay. So you can see all the different sectors on which the people can be classified, okay. I took this consideration from 2008 to 2030 just to show the kind of growth what has happened, okay. You can see many things have grown more than 20 times, 30 times. So that is one reason which is the base to create the whole business about. The opportunity, as I said earlier, also it's a very wonderful opportunity. Okay, so a good 2,750 crore market is there. Okay, estimated growth, what we call compounded annual growth rate (CAGR). Okay, that is also very nice. Okay, so everything is wonderful, and it's the right time to get into the business. Okay, so it's something like I've talked to a lot of people. I'll just share a simple story with you guys. Okay. Reason is like most of the people, when they are doing jobs, okay, they tend to do something of their own because the youth, which is there right now in the market, they want to create something of their own. So that's why having a franchisee is the best part. Okay. And franchisee is something wherein you get the expertise of the brand. Okay. And that is how you can grow very nicely. So we have done a good time. We have given a good effort. We have created a wonderful menu, which we can give it to the investor, and they can there save the time. Okay, give the perfect product and make good money out of it. Again, there are two models that we offer, FOFO and FOCO. So if anyone wants to do a franchise on franchise operate model, we are there with that also. If anyone wants to do franchise on company operate, we are do with that also. Okay. Different formats are there. It can be a kiosk format, it can be outdoor format, it can be a QSR format. Shop and shop is also very wonderful. Many people do have their own shop, okay, and they feel they have an extra space wherein they want their customer to have something extra, okay. So shop and shop can go very nice in that, okay. We have a wonderful cafe, retail outlet, and a small CDR can also be done. Talking about numbers again, we have made two different models. One is a 150 square feet model, which is the small one, which we call it a commercial model. Okay. And the second one is a 400 square feet model. Okay. So the difference lies in the menu. Okay. We have created a small menu, which is very small and cute for the commercial model. Okay. And for the second 400 square feet model, we have created a model wherein we have kept hot and cold beverage. Okay. We have kept light snacks. Okay. And we have kept a little more extra things for there to be done. Okay. The investment part is very wonderful. We understand that, yeah, initially when you want to start a business, you don't want to put in more of the money. Okay. You want to play safe. It is something like keeping your bet a very nice one. Okay. So the base variant is 8.5 lakh. Okay. And the second one is 15 lakh. Okay. Again, the franchise fee is very small. Small amount of 1.5 lakh rupees franchise fee for the base model and 2.5 for the second model. Okay. Royalties are 5% in both the models. Okay. Agreement is for a good 5 years. Okay. 5 years for the reason that, yeah, we understand that 5 years is a very nice time plan wherein things can be done in a very nice way. Okay. The break even happens easily between 14 to 15 months. Okay. As I said, food is something or beverage is something which is very wonderful and nicely connected. Okay. So if there be any kind of thing, okay, a group gathering, a friend's party, okay, a small snack kind of a thing, okay, a small budget thing, okay, we are always there as a partner, and people have always loved it in a very nice way. Okay. So the ROI falls at a good 450 for the bigger model and 550 for the smaller model. We give the complete support in all the different formats. It's the support from the BDM, from the projects team, from the marketing team, from the HR team. We have got a very nice company backup, which is there with us, and we can help you in all the different ways. Okay. Again, where can we have a store? That is one more question which everyone likes to ask. Okay. So it can be at a railway station or at a metro, wherein like tea is very nicely sold. Okay. I'll say just a basic scenario kind of a calculation. if you see any small tea vendor also, okay, that guy also makes easily good amount of money, okay, and it is there, which is there with the customer, okay. And when we have done it with our brand, okay, we have created it in a very nice way to give them the rather much better revenue. It can be done in universities and schools, okay, it can be done in hospitals, it can be done in offices, okay, it can be done in food courts, it can be done in high streets, it can be done in malls, it can be done in corporate complexes, airports, and petrol pumps also. There are many options of cities wherein you can have in, okay. We would like to first go with our base city, Surat, then would like to grow gradually in Gujarat, and then Pan India. We help you with almost everything. The real estate part, which tends to be the first part, because yeah, the positioning of the brand is the first thing, or the positioning of the store is the first thing. Because when you create a store, okay, it is like your business starts from there, okay. So if the right property selection is done, that helps us with everything, okay. And if the selection is wrong, then it creates a big dent in all the ways, okay. F&B services, viabilities, leveraging, lease and setup, sales and promotion, and all the other parts. Why to choose us? We are there for the budget option, okay, for good cash flows, for working capitals, for everything which can be done in a very small budget, and giving you a very good revenue in a summary way. The company gives you almost everything which is there in the training part, because we understand that yeah, creating tea is not that easy where it feels like, okay. So we can give you the complete model that yeah, what can be done, how it can be done, and taking it to the total way, providing you the supplies, providing you with the raw materials, and doing everything what can be the day-to-day activity from the start of the day to the end of the day. The key roles that we provide are there with us, okay. The presentation is there online, anyone can see it anytime they want, okay. Franchise India is always there as a backup with us, so you can connect with them and they can help you with everything what they offer. We are looking for India first. So first we want to start up with Surat, as I said, in Gujarat, okay, and then gradually going in Gujarat and then going in India. So this was a small basic summary that I could offer, okay. I'll just also like to share the menu part. Give me 1 minute, please. Hope this menu is visible to everyone. The basic menu starts up with hot tea, then the milky parts, okay, fizzy parts, chilling parts, on the go parts, just a small kind of snacks what we want, okay. Again, something more in snacks, okay, extra snacks, and the complete fries. So that was the basic summary what we are offering and what is there in our pocket, okay. So if there is something what you want to do, if there is something what you want from us, okay, we are always a call away, okay. Things are very wonderful in the food market, okay. So when we say all the different sectors which are there in the industry, okay, food always tends to be the best part, because yeah, food is something as a passion. I'm a foodie myself, okay. I love to eat outside, okay, and food is something that is best way to communicate also, okay. uh, we always have a tagline, chai pe hai, is for the reason that yeah, it's over a cup of tea that many things happen, okay. You make new friends over a cup of tea, okay. You communicate with people over a cup of tea, okay. You can resolve your fights over a cup of tea, okay. So tea in that way is very good, and yeah, everyone should have a wonderful cup of tea. So we at Jivraj 9, with the brand Kitli, want to spread that awareness and want to give that wonderful cup of tea to everyone in Gujarat, in India, and in the world, okay. And we are there with Franchise India for that reason only, that yeah, Franchise India can help us grow in a nice way, and we would love to grow in a very wonderful way.
Thank you, Mr. Vineet. Thanks a lot. I would like to request Mr. Saddam to take up the questions from you.
So, hello sir. How do you compare with the other brands? Like there are so many brands already available in the local market. So how do you compare with all the local market competitors?
Okay. This is a very nice question. Okay. Comparing with other brands, we don't compare ourselves with other brands. I'll take it that way for the reason, okay, because we are the pioneers in tea industry. Okay. We have created a wonderful market of tea earlier. Okay. Jivran 9 tea is very nicely known in Gujarat and in Pan India. Okay. Almost everyone must have tried Jivran 9 tea. Okay. And we have the expertise. Okay. We have our tea masters who give a very wonderful tea. So competition is not what we want to talk about. Okay, it is something like giving the quality is what we want to talk. Okay, and we always offer a wonderful quality.
So how do you describe your USP? If anyone asked investor, so what is the key point, the USP
Okay,
of your
the
brand?
USPs always tends to be the wonderful food and beverage that I offer. Okay, with a very wonderful price range. Okay, we understand both the things, quality and price. Okay, so we have taken this thing very seriously. Okay, and we have created a brand which has given a very nice price range. Okay, and we have given a very wonderful quality also with that. Okay, so we don't want to compromise on the quality, and we don't want to have that hefty price on the customer's pocket. Okay, so we want a happy customer with a happy price range and a wonderful product.
So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Saddam. I would want to take up, since we do have a limited time and we have to move towards the next brand as well. So I will take up two questions from the Q&A box. I just want to understand one thing. So there is Mr. Gupta who's asking about the OPEX and royalty. If you can just put some light over it.
Mr. Gupta, OPEX, as I said, which is the operating cost, okay, and royalties. Royalties, as I said earlier, also it's 5% standard for both the different models, okay. CAPEX and OPEX is two different things which always happen in the market when we talk about the calculations, okay. The CAPEX that we have is the base one with 7.5 lakh, okay, and the second one is 15 lakh, okay. And the operating cost tends to be a good 30% as a calculation, which tends to be the food cost, okay. Apart from that, there is some salaries part, okay. So it's not that high. What you get in as your collection is a good 30% as a good revenue, okay. And the break even for the same happens in a good time frame of around about 14 months to 16 months, which is like in 2 years you create a wonderful breakdown, okay. And this is also taken at a higher side, okay. So you easily do a breakdown prior to that, okay. But we give this timeline for the reason because we understand that, yeah, if we tell you as 14 months or 16 months as a break even, okay, and if we give you a break even which is prior to that, okay, it will be a very wonderful way, okay. And when you get associated to us, okay, it is something like your first circle, either it be your friends or your family, okay, they also want to do some business, okay, and they are the ones who ask you for things, okay. So we want that good will from our side, okay, and that's why we do it in that way. So OPEX is not that high, it tends to be that good if you calculate all the different expenses, okay. The maximum what it goes is around about 70% and 30% comes in your pocket.
Okay, one last question which I want to take up as we have a shortage of time. What is the average unit sales in existing stores?
Okay. The ticket size, what we always normally talk about, okay. The ticket size tends to be somewhat like 100, 150, 200, okay. And the sale goes around about 15 lakh rupees a month easily, okay. Because when we say tea, okay, tea always is a small pocket thing, okay, but a very nice number thing, okay. So people have a good flock over here, okay. People do come up very nicely, okay. As I said, the tea drinking habits are very wonderful, okay. So people tend to have 3 times, 4 times, 5 times tea, okay, and that thing adds up to the number. And yeah, we have a very wonderful table turnover, to be specific. Yeah, there is nothing like we have that restaurant kind of table turnover of an hour or 2 hour, okay. We have a very nice table turnover, and people do take it on the go also, like as it's there in the foreign country also, people prefer taking the tea, okay. They move, they have chit chat, they do all the things, and that is how it happens.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, Mr. Vinith, for joining
Yes,
us
Neha.
and sharing your brand detail with our participants who are watching you live. And there are so many questions still there in the chat window, and we'll try to come back to you with a one-to-one discussion with our team. Guys, we have a limited time in this webinar, and I understand you guys also have your other commitments, and I don't want to, keep you all on the same webinar for longer period. So that's why we kept it small and brief for all of you so that we can cover and we can share maximum information related to maximum brands within a timeline where you can also involve yourself. So Mr. Vinit, thank you so much for joining us. You can stop sharing your
Yes.
your screen. And now we are moving forward with our next brand, which is Alice in Gelato Land. This is a one-stop destination to satisfy your cravings for desserts. It aims to bring perfectly balanced flavors tailored to the specific culinary taste of each country. They constantly strive to create unique tastes, and this guides them in creating a silky and creamy ice cream with intense flavor. We do have Mr. Asim, founder at Alice and Gelato Land, with us on this platform today to share more detail with all of you within the timeline and the opportunities as well. I would like to welcome you, Mr. Asim, on this platform, and I would like to request you to please share the business opportunity and the USP of your brand with all the people who are watching you live over here. Over to you, Mr. Asim.
Yeah, hi everyone. Good evening. I just before I proceed, I just wanted to check. Do you guys have a copy of the PDF file that I had shared with you all? Because since I've joined from a phone, so I won't be able to share the
Yes, it
file
is
with you all.
there. You can go. Yes, it is there. You can start with the
Yes.
briefing.
Okay, I'll just give you all a small brief first in terms of our background as to where it all began. See, me and rather let me put it this way, my family rather has been in this business for many years, many decades. We started off in this business in the year 1937. To give you some more insights, we own and operate some of the most iconic brands that Bombay and India has witnessed. Uh, some of you all must have already heard of these brands called Haji Ali Juice Center and Cafe Nurani, and so on and so forth. So these brands have been in the business since the British days. Started off in 1937. Technically speaking, I'm like the fourth generation, who's been in this business. Now, to come to the franchising part of the brands that we are currently doing, that is Alice in Gelato Land along with Shahi Darbar. This was started back in 2011. So we've been in this business also like for almost 13 years now. To give you all a background check in terms of our current footprint, we are currently present in 4 states. We are there in Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, and Karnataka, and we are constantly expanding. We are looking at pan India expansion to take things forward. To give you some more details about the brand and what are the offerings, we offer, I would say, all sorts of desserts, frozen as well as non-frozen, across all categories. So basically, what we do is we are able to attract people from all age groups, right from kids to pre-teens, teenagers, and so on and so forth, including people who would be probably my parents' age, my grandparents' age. We are able to cater to people from all walks of life, all demographics, and all age groups. We have something available for everybody. So right from kulfis and faludas, which are like traditionally considered as authentic Indian desserts. So right from those to even contemporary desserts like gelatos, uh, pancakes, waffles, freak shakes, we have everything under the same roof. So that is our USP. So it's basically like when a family or a group of friends, when they come to the store, they would never get split up between different brands, saying that somebody likes something and somebody else likes something else, because once they come to the store, you have everything which will attract everybody in the group, be, as I mentioned earlier, be it kids, be it adults, or be it even our grandparents age group people. So yeah, that's our USP in terms of what we offer. I think we've already covered this legacy part, so we can go to the next one. I think what I'll do is we can scroll this, and in the meantime, I'll just inform you all about the commercials as to what are the investments and all that is required. So, see, a typical investment would be for an 800 square feet to 1,000 square feet store space. That is our minimum requirement, and we generally prefer to have that space, on a single floor plate. So even though we've done projects earlier which have been like ground plus one or ground plus mezzanine, but those are always taken on a case to case basis. Our preference is always for a space which will be ideally on a single floor plate, so that it's easier for us to operate it from an operational perspective. In terms of investment, the total investment is roughly in the range of about 56 lakhs, which includes your total project cost. When I say total project cost, it means the franchise fee, the equipment cost, and the interior cost. In terms of the breakup of that investment, the franchise fee is 12 lakhs. The equipment will cost you roughly about 24 lakhs, and the rest balance, that is 20 lakhs, is for the interior costing. So the total project cost is around 56 lakhs. And in terms of your recovery or the return of investment, generally speaking, an average store would be able to recover that investment anywhere between 18 to 24 months. And your net profits, that is, after deducting all sorts of expenses, that is, your food cost, your rent, electricity, and staff salaries, your net profit will be roughly in the range of 20%. So say, for example, if you are generating business of say about 15 lakh rupees in a month, you will be able to take 3 lakh rupees home. That is, 20% of 15 lakhs. If it is 20 lakhs, then again, it will be like, 20% of 20 lakhs, which is like about 4 lakhs. So that's how the net profit is calculated. And yeah, I'm open for questions in case if somebody has any.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Asim. We have some questions in the Q&A box. I would like to take up the questions from here. All right. Somebody would like to know, Mr. Gupta would like to know about the Patna, if you're open for Patna, and what is your proposal for that?
Yes, we are open for Patna, and for that matter, anywhere in India. So we can definitely look at Patna, no problem.
And what about the manufacturing?
See, all our products are sent from our factory, which is based in Bombay. So for any outlet, not just in Patna, but this is applicable to any outlet, all the products are shipped out from Bombay. The franchisee has to simply I would say just do some basic processing which is required. And most of the time, the actual process which is required on the products is just, layering of things, or, just doing the presentation part. Everything is manufactured centrally at our manufacturing facility in Bombay, and is shipped out. So they don't have to have any kind of special manufacturing required, or they don't have to hire professional chefs or professional gelateurs to take care of all those things. Everything is ready. They just have to take care of the presentation and the layering, and that's about it.
Understood. Okay, one more question is there. Mr. Jagan Mohan is asking if there is any franchisee in Hyderabad.
Hyderabad at the moment, no.
We don't have, but are we open for Hyderabad?
Of course, yes. As I mentioned earlier, we are open for pan-India expansion.
Okay.
We are already present in the 4 states of Maharashtra, Gujarat, MP, and Karnataka, and we're looking for pan-India expansion. So whether it is Patna, whether it is Hyderabad, we're open for everything.
All right. One more question is there. They want to understand if it is similar to the naturals.
No, it is not similar to naturals. I'll tell you what the difference is. So see, naturals is basically into scooping of ice creams. Their story starts and ends with that. For us, scooping of gelatos is just a part of the total offerings that. So for us, we are not only serving scooped gelatos, we are also serving kulfis, we are serving faludas, we are serving milkshakes, pancakes, waffles. It's like, you name it and we have it. So it's more of an ice cream or a dessert cafe rather than just a scooping operation. Like, for example, you can compare naturals to, say, a Baskin Robbins, because both are into scooping. We are scooping for us is a very small part of what we do. Scooping is, of course, there, but it is a very small part of it. There are plenty of other things that we do besides scooping of gelatos.
Mr. Asim, what is the minimum and maximum price
of you mean to say the products?
Products, yes.
Yeah, so it starts at around 80 rupees and it goes on to, if I remember correctly, around 750 rupees.
All right.
Okay.
Anything else? Anybody else want to ask any question from the panelists, from the team? Or I'll take up the last question. One last question that I want to take up is, what is the average sale per stall in existing one?
See, what I would say, let's take the network average. So network average, if we take, it'll anywhere between 15 to 20 lakh rupees a month. That is your network average. Of course, we have outlier performers. So we have stores which are doing more than that, and we also have stores which are doing a little less than that. But the network average is anywhere between 15 to 20 lakhs
Okay, 15 to 20 lakh is what the average sale we are getting right
per month.
now.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. And yeah, one last question, which I think it's important to take up. What are the agreement terms?
It's a 5-year agreement, and after 5 years, there is no franchise fee to be paid again. It goes into auto renewal. So after 5 years, it will get automatically renewed. No more franchise fee to be paid. So the franchisee fee that you pay is once in a lifetime,
I think this is
and we
wonderful
don't
that
charge
you have.
and we don't
Yeah.
charge any royalty either. So it's a royalty-free operations.
And it is, as you've mentioned, that there is nothing like that. They have to come again and discuss the same as it is in the auto renewal mode.
That's
Once
right.
the
That's right.
franchisee completed 5 years,
Yeah,
it
once this 5-year
automatically.
period is complete, we send them a fresh agreement. They just have to simply sign it and send it back.
All right, perfect. I think it's a wonderful thing, I must say. Thank you so much for joining us here on this platform today and sharing your brand detail with all of us and the participant who are watching you live. I wish you all the good luck for your brand, as your brand has
Thank
a
you.
potential, and I'm sure that we are going to get more queries, and we'll come back to you with the same. So
Sure.
thanks a lot for giving us your time.
Thank
So
you.
let's just move towards the next brand of today. And we do have the brand with the name of Bong Pizza. The journey started from the city Ghatal with first Bong Pizza outlet specializing in Italian pizzas, and since then grew their offering to multi-cuisine dishes. Today, Bong Pizza is about much more than just pizzas, from freshly sauteed pasta to hot and diverse multi-cuisine dishes. They have a wide range of for you to feast on, and they have already opened 18 plus location in West Bengal. We do have Mr. Debashis, the founder of Bong Pizza, here on this platform with all of us to tell you more about the brand and the business opportunities they are going to provide to all of us in the Indian market. I would like to welcome you, Mr. Debashis, here on this panel. And I would want to request you to please explain about the brand, as the name itself is quite unique, and the services, the product you are serving, and the opportunities you have for our people over here. Over to you, Mr. Devashis.
Can you share my screen? See my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Devashish. I'm the founder of Bong Pizza. Basically, I'm a chartered accountant and I'm a corporate guy. Earlier, 17 years I was in Bangalore. And in lockdown, basically, when my boss got sacked at the age of 52, then something come up in mind, like what I'll do, like if I get sacked in the age of 52, like I have to do something. And what to start. Then I basically very pizza person, like I like the pizza very much. So I thought of I'll open a outlet in small town in my native, that is in Ghatal, which is basically 120 kilometers from Calcutta. And I have established a small 400 square feet kind of QSR type cafe. And there is a huge, what I understood in like before opening this outlet, I did a lot of research. The pizza segment, basically, there is no much player in this, because we what kind of pizza we get from Domino's and other big Pizza Hut and other the like two biggies we have, but their pizza pricing is very high. But we came up with the pricing like 150 to 160 rupees, we are giving one regular size pizzas, which is much affordable for the middle class people, because it's overhyped price. Why I'm saying, the each and every pizza, if you look at the regular pizzas, the operating to making cost is very less, like 100 rupees. If Domino's make it, if I make it, or anybody make it, it is only 100 rupees, because the kind of ingredient we use in the pizzas, it's basically baked one. So we are basically overhyping the price, and because of that, most of the guys, they are not able to afford the pizzas, because it's kind of 300 to 400 rupees they have to pay. So and I have started my brand in rural areas, like tier 4 cities, you can say that. Because why and I started it from tier 4, because there is no kind of player out there where the people, they know what is called pizza, but there is no kind of such player out there that they can get good pizzas which is freshly baked from the oven and then directed to their table.
Okay, it seems that there is some network issues on the screen of Mr. Devashi. So Vinod, if you want to, okay, fine. I think he's back now.
Yeah. See,
Yes.
I basically learned the business, first of all, because I am not a hotelier guy. I am not a food. I am not in from the food industry. I'm a commercial finance guy. I was in deputy finance manager in multinational company in Bangalore, but I learned it everything. And after that, I'm telling all my franchise owners, before being in franchise India, I am doing franchise business, because out of 19 outlets, 4 outlets on me and 15 outlets, it's all our franchise mode, and they are running successfully. And we have from pizza to burger, sandwich, KFC style fried chicken, wraps, French fries, mocktails, waffles, kind of the JNY menus, they prefer it. But after that, we have thought, like in a family, like my dad don't like pizza. So there would be some
Vinod, I would like to take you the lead as he's getting
Yes.
some network problems. So yes, you can take the lead and you can start
Yeah.
sharing the details.
Yeah.
There was just
yeah. Sorry. There is might be internet problem.
Yeah, so Mr. Devashish, in case if you're getting any network issues, so I think Vinod can take the lead. He can brief about the brand and you can take up the question answers if it works.
No, I think can you see my screen?
yes.
Yeah.
No, but
No,
your screen
your
is not
screen is not
visible.
visible.
Yes, it's not there.
1 minute.
Sure.
Can you just see the screen?
Yes.
Now coming up with the menus, we are having Italian, Chinese, Indian, and continental. All the menus we have, and it's all pocket-friendly menus. We have created the menu based on the the demand. We have created this menu. Like we have entire range of pizzas, burgers, sandwich. That is JNY menu, and we have some menus which is the traditional Indian menus like Chinese, Indian, and continental. So based on that, we have created this brand, and I basically learned this business, and I'm telling all my franchise owners, if you take my brand, at least I can tell, I'll teach you how to run the business. Everybody is telling we are giving this, we are giving that. So we have 3 pillars. We have our own interior division.
Because you can take it to the lead.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Vinod, please take it up.
Yeah. So basically, as per Debasish sir, here they having all the division. Like if you want, can if you want to do interior, they will give you the sketch and you can do yourself. Otherwise, if you don't want to take these things on your head, yeah, Mr. Debasish.
I think a lot of internet problem maybe because I'm sitting in a little bit of area where it's a broadband. I don't know. Somewhat today my day is not good.
No,
See,
that's okay. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. But if it is happening continuously, I would rather suggest you to give the lead to Vinod so that he can, provide the information properly.
two things I just tell.
Yeah.
We are not telling our franchisee owners that you run the show. Basically, Bong Pizza will run the show. Why I'm telling all this? Because we'll do the interior part, we'll do the kitchen setup, everything we'll do it is a one-stop solutions. And the second part, the most important part, will be giving the manpower service. Kind like kitchen will be on us. Bong Pizza will run the kitchen. There will be no question of like you have to find a guy, we'll train it and we'll come back. That is not like that. We'll deploy our resource into your kitchen and they'll do as per Bong Pizza standard pizza like and the quality they'll run the show. Only we'll be sending one salary sheet on the 7th of every month. You have to pay us on 10th. So in that way, in 365 days, your kitchen will be open. We'll be taking care of our entire kitchen and our guys will be there. You no need to find any of your kitchen staff. We'll be providing all the kitchen staff from Bong Pizza and you can only just run the show. If you want to do the interior part, you can do it. We'll give the sketch. If you want our help to do all the like kitchen setup and interior setup, we'll do because we have a separate interior divisions. Now looking at it like how we make the interior part, this is basically our sample of work we do. This is kind of retro designs we normally do. These are all aesthetically designed. There is nothing called we'll do the wallpaper and we have a team of basically I personally taking care for all the interior work and we have a team of all kind of artists. We don't keep any interior designer. We'll put it just one big posters will be they'll be putting it and there'll be wallpaper and they just make it one big Italy room. Photographs are there. We don't do our tagline is we sell pizza with a story. Like each and every outlet, if you go, there will be a story. If it is in West Bengal, we are making it as per the West Bengal traditions and kind of. If it is in Patna, it should be based on the local traditions. We'll make it so the local people who comes in our store, they can correlate at the young age what they used to be their life. In the when they're very small, what they used to do. So basically, we make kind of traditional look each of the store. And then most of the guys who comes in, they can correlate with the designs. This is one kind of designs we do. The second, this is basically traditional look that we have done it in Calcutta. We have basically 1,500. So this is the bigger model. We are make this whole interior part taken care by Bong Pizza. It's like we take care for everything. Only you have to give a space with the putty work and the flooring work. Rest of from there will be taking care for end-to-end support. It's like ready to move in. You will give me the room. I'll give you the key of one restaurant. Okay. So based on that, you can at least for peace of mind, we are giving you the restaurant setup, kitchen setup, and the manpower setup. So all the three aspects, we are providing you the support and we are charging for this. The manpower support we are giving it, we'll be charging salary sheet and you have to pay us the salary. And now coming up the financials. This is basically we have three models. We have 300 square feet. That is a very kiosk model. There would be some 5 to 7 sittings. We'll be keeping it. Franchisee fee is 2 lakhs and investments it's 10 to 12 lakhs. including the franchisee fee. This 10 to 12 lakhs basically your setup of your kitchen, setup of your restaurant, and all the interior work and softwares, dresses, everything. So this budget, why I'm saying confident on my budget, because I have created 19 outlets on my own. All my franchisee outlets is designed by me, and we are doing the interior work. So that's why the numbers are pretty much feasible, because we have a data, we know our vendors, we have a team, and that is what this basically who's basically like want to do smaller investments. We have a smaller investments category, that is kiosk model. There 300 square feet we required, 200 to 300 square feet we required. In 200, it may not be possible to give you the sitting arrangements, but if you to give me 300 square feet, we'll give you 5 to 10 sitting arrangements. Second is QSR. Basically, that is my USP, which I have created. Most of the outlets is basically in QSR, because everybody wants to have little bit of like a restaurant kind of or cafe kind of feel. So this is QSR comes in. This is basically cafe type. 21 to 23 lakhs is the investments, including franchisee fee of 3 lakhs. All the investments, what I'm saying, it's included of your kitchen work, your restaurant work, it's end-to-end solutions. There may not be have to pay any single penny. It may not exceed the budget, what we are saying. So 3 lakhs is the franchisee fee for the QSR, and royalty we are charging 3%. Now the question comes in, like I'm just sharing one story, because there should be a royalty. Why? Because if I give a service to you, that the royalty is the my revenue model. Why I'm saying this? Because I'm taking care of your kitchen staff. If people goes on vacations also, we'll be providing the kitchen staff, and we'll be giving you the replacement for the guy who, if he is running away, because we have a team member of 120 chefs. That I have created my bank. There's a manpower bank. In 2.5 years, I have created this my like army, because I was in IT industry, so I know how to build the team. So I made it like that way. Like we are hiring it, and we are training in our 3-4 master kitchens we have in West Bengal. They're daily getting trained, and we are like the IT industry, what they do, like they hire a fresher, they train it, and they deploy. So our concept is also same. We hire from the market, we train it, and we deploy. Even we have a plan to open one Bong Pizza Academy, where we'll be taking the freshers from the market, and we'll train them as per our standard, and we deploy in pan-India basis. Now we are basically open for the Patna, Odisha, and Eastern region, and hopefully, if something goes well, we are thinking for the pan-India as well. But yeah, if you look at now our perspective, we are thinking of Patna, Odisha, and our Eastern region most. Now, this is basically the CDR model. CDR model, basically 40 plus sittings are there. And this is the bigger model, which we have created in Calcutta. See, our brand is basically started from the village. Our entire 18 outlets, it's on tier 2 and tier 3 cities. After that, gathering all the informations, all the problems, because if I have to run in Calcutta, kind of tier 1 cities or metro cities, I should be like kind of all knowledge, all power, because knowledge is the power. If I don't know how I'll fight in Calcutta market. So in 2.5 years, I learned in the village, in rural areas, how to run the business. After that, only last 2 months before, we have opened our flagship store, which is that is franchise store. Like investment is 35 to 40 lakhs, which I have shown the photographs. We have opened in Calcutta, and we are getting tremendous response because of our pizza quality, and it's all made looking at the middle class people. They can get the kind of 5-star service with the ambience, with our service staffs, and the menus. Menus are basically all pocket friendly. We don't keep it, because everywhere it is like there is kind of bloating the price. I don't want that. I tell my franchisee owner also, like, don't think about 35% profit, 40% profit, or 33% profit. Get into the narrow range. that is, I am telling it will be 25% net. It will not come down because I'm a CA, so I know like how to figure out the financials. It will not come down 25%. So 25% is my net profit for my brand. So if you are selling 100 rupees, 25 rupees is in your pocket without excluding all your like rentals, salaries, your electricities, everything. So per store wise sales, yeah, we have like, I don't want to give you the bigger picture like the 15 lakh, 16 lakh sale. I tell everybody, start, it's a business. You have to learn first. Nothing is miracle kind of like something will comes in, and because I have learned it like that way. You have to learn the business. Because if I'm giving a franchisee, I'll tell you how to run the business. I'll teach you how to run the business. So most of the outlets, QSR, our sale is kind of 12 lakhs to 10 to 12 lakhs. And for the kiosk model, we have a per day of 13 to 14,000 per day sale, which kind of, you can say 4 to 5 lakhs is the sale, including Zomato, Swiggy, and any platform. And for Bong Pizza, we do have our own platform where in any guy in rural areas also where Zomato, Swiggy is not there, they can just go to Google and they can search Bong Pizza online, and from there they can order from their nearest Bong Pizza store, and the entire process is automized. We are basically, I'm an IT guy, so I have made my company in that way. There will be zero wastage. Why I'm saying zero wastage? Because I am not telling my franchisee owners to procure more. We have our central kitchen policy and central warehouse policy, where we send most of the products. In West Bengal, we are sending per day basis. Like tomorrow, what you need to run the kitchen, we'll be sending it. If it is 200 grams of lettuce, we'll be sending it 200 gram lettuce also, which we send day-to-day basis. Where if one guy, like our chefs, problem is with the chefs, when they ask for the inventory, they'll give a lot of inventory, which is 50 to 60,000 rupees for 7 days, 8 days. We have minimized that. Because of our manpower, we tell the franchisee owners, you have nothing to worry about the procurement. Whatever we are sending it for single day operations, that is, will give you 13 to 14,000 sale in the kiosk, 10 to 15 lakhs in the QSR, and CDR, it is much more than that. So in CDR, we are clocking some 70 to 80,000 per day sale. So that's a totally different story, because it's in the bigger picture. There's a bigger story, and the middle picture with the middle story, and for the beginners, there's the beginner story. But kiosk model is very good, where the overhead cost is very less, where you may not have to be fascinating with the restaurant, because if it is the restaurant part, they have to keep it your overhead cost high for the service staffs and everything. But the kiosk, you may not have to keep any service staff. Only one guy is sufficient. And for kiosk model, we'll be keeping only 3 kitchen staff, which even we are charging only 45,000 for a kiosk running kitchen as a manpower cost. So each and every aspects we are supporting to the franchisee owners. At least they should be running the show with the comfort of their house, because they may not have to come to stores daily. They have a one kind of, we are tying up with Pet Puja, and there is an admin panel. They are having it on their phone. They can see it, which is the product is selling, highest product is selling. They can see like which is cash, which is online, and what kind of menus they like, because all the operations is getting stored in the cloud within 2 minutes. So running operations is also very easy. So I made it very like kind of, I learned the business. I am telling my franchise owner, I'll teach you how to run my Bong Pizza store. this is my story, and any question answers there, you just let me know.
Thank you so much, Mr. Debashish. I would like Vinod and Peter to take up the question from Q&A box.
Sure. Thank you, Mr. Devashish, to share your story and the entire journey of your life. I would like to ask you one thing: who is Mr. Avinav Gupta is asking for that? Who is take care of search engine optimization?
Search engine optimization is our marketing teams are there. They are taking care of it. If our search engine is very high, you just search in the Google Bong Pizza, even Bong Pizza Online, our online platform, the first comes in the Bong Pizza Online. So our search engine is already there, and the optimization will be taken care by our internal marketing team. We do have a strong marketing team. We are very much active on the social media and our marketing part.
Okay, thank you. Swiggy and Zomato listing cost is borne by brand or franchisee?
See, for the Swiggy and Zomato listing is borne by the franchisor, like the Bong Pizza, because we have a direct tie-up with Pet Puja and the Zomato and Swiggy. Only thing is you have to just tell that we are tying up with Bong Pizza, and Zomato Swiggy automatically take the menus from our Pet Puja software, and it is like one-day job, and we will be taking care of our entire process, and will give the franchisee owners to run the show.
Salary part, if you're talking about salary part in chef, what will be the cost of your staffs, like in kitchen and others as well?
Normally in the kiosk model, it is you can put it 3 staffs will be there, because in the kiosk we will be keeping it entire range of continental and some 60% of Chinese menus, where we are keeping 1 Chinese chef and 2 continental chefs. The cost would be like 45,000 to 50,000 rupees.
Entire team for
entire team.
Okay. And what will be the OPEX?
That is like 7 to 8 lakhs for the kiosk.
Okay. So are you which kind of format you are focusing on? Basically,
we are focusing on mostly into kiosk and QSR.
Okay. And in terms of agreement, it's a 5 years of agreement, right?
Yeah, it's a 5 years of agreement, and it would be auto renewed after 5 years.
And for that, you have to pay, franchisee have to pay anything, or
no, as of now we are not thinking of charging anything on the renewal part.
Great. And what will be the kitchen setup cost?
So kitchen setup cost varies from kiosk to CDR. So kiosk model, it is costing you 6 lakhs, and QSR it would be 10 lakhs, and the CDR it would be 12 to 13 lakhs.
Great. Okay. And your central kitchen will send everything, right? So
yeah, we'll be taking care of our entire procurement part. See, some of the materials like kind of you can say chicken and the which locally grown, that franchisee owners can procure. Rest, whatever he cannot procure, just let us know. We'll be providing it on the doorstep from the central kitchen.
Okay. What is the rental part, rental percentage? Probably.
Rental part, see, normally QSR and kiosk, basically we are keeping it in the higher side, 30,000 rupees as a rentals, because that is 1,000 rupees per day. But I would say like 30,000, it's kind of range you should take care for the kiosk, because kiosk is basically in the prime location it should be, or in the high footfall zone where rental is kind of little bit of higher side. So 30,000 we are saying, like for the kiosk, it's 30,000 is like you have to keep a cap on it. Yes. But if it is location is a bit very much in the proper, like in the malls and all, we can think of increasing another 10,000 rupees.
Okay. So what will be the timeline for once you have to complete one setup? If franchisee
see if everything goes well, we will be setting up within 1 month.
Okay. enough from my end. Anything else if you want, Pritham, you can ask.
No, there is no such question there.
Okay.
So there was a question, Devashish, I just want to, there was a question from some of our, he was asking about the 7-8 lakhs of OPEX, which you are asking about. Can you just brief out this? They are asking how is it means operational? Can you just describe the 7-8 lakh of OPEX, which you just told us?
See, that OPEX I'm talking about in the CDR model.
Yeah, it's all about CDR, right? It's a bigger picture.
All
right?
about CDR. It's all about CDR. The
So we are
highest,
totally focusing upon the basically we are focusing upon the kiosk as well as QSR, the primary sector,
the
which we are looking at.
kiosk is basically if you look at it, 1,000 rupees for the rentals and 300 rupees we are keeping it for the electricity. I'm telling you that the per day wise, 1,000 rupees is the for the rentals, 350 rupees on the electricity, and 1,500 to 1,700 for the salary part. Rest, the material cost is all 35%, and it's varies, because if it is a good business, then there your procuring of raw materials would be higher. If it is in the lesser business, the procuring of raw material cost would be lesser. So it depends, but it would be like 35%. But mostly for the kiosk model, it is like 3,500 to, that is our fixed operating cost.
Thank you, Mr. Devashish. I hope, Mr. Gupta, you got your answer, right? And there was also one more question, which I need to, ask, which is there. They were asking about that, would they be able to, find their own kitchen setup and all? There was a question. So if you can just...
If they want, I love to do that, because they can do it. We'll give the specifications, everything will be giving. So they can do it their own. No interventions, only there will be like I'll be going there and maybe checking 2-3 times how they're doing it. But most of the cases, what happens, so they don't want to take care of entire end-to-end process. They want us to do it. That's what I have offered. If somebody ready to do it, like even in the kitchen setup and the restaurant setup, we are okay with that. We'll give the sketch, and it would be under our supervisions, and we'll be taking care of like how to do it, and like we can like tell which vendor is good. They can go and they search the vendor, and they can take it from there, and they can establish their property.
Okay, Mr. Devashish, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we've asked all the questions and nothing is left. So thank you so much, Mr. Devashish, for joining us on this platform today and sharing your brand details with our participant who are watching you live. Guys, I'm sure the brand details which we have shared in today's, you can stop sharing the screen, Mr. Devashish. I'm sure the brand details which we have shared with you today are going to benefit you in finalizing the business opportunity for all of you, because we want you to start your business. If you're a serious investor and you really want to go with a business opportunity, we would want you to start a business in this new year, in the coming new year, because we have left with few days only. So today we've covered the F&B segment, and tomorrow we are coming up with the franchisee-owned company-operated brands and business opportunities for all of you at 7 p.m. Sharp. I have shared the registration link into the chat window. You can click on the link and you can get yourself registered today itself for tomorrow's webinar, and you can understand, or you can take information related to the brands who are providing opportunities with FOCO model. I have shared the contact details to get in touch with us. So we try to cover all the questions which you have shared in the webinar, but as we have a time limit, so there might be some questions which we have not answered to you in the webinar, but we try to get in touch with you within a day or two. Also, if you want to discuss anything for one-to-one, if you want to share any advice, any questions, any discussion related to any brand, you can reach out to us. You can drop a WhatsApp on 8800493728, or you can write us at feedback@franchiseindia.in. So have a lovely evening ahead, all of you. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much, all the panelists and the participants. Thank you.
Thank you, Neha.
Thank you so much, Neha. Yeah, very evening.
Thank you.